Hey everybody, it's Positive Bluebird and
Pablo.
It's been forever since we have done a vlog or a life update, and here we are. So as you've seen, I've been posting on the community wall about my own health, so there's not much more to add to that. Today I feel much better than yesterday, and my stomach was just churning. I think it was from the car ride to and from my appointment.
Yeah.
I felt like I was on a roller coaster for an hour one way and an hour back.
Yeah.
And I think it's because the driver was like, stop and go, stop and go. He's like very tap happy on the gas and the brake.
Yeah.
So yeah, or it was something I ate, I don't know. But anyway, here we are, and what's been going on with you? Like, you've been doing really good again.
Not really much of anything, you know. I'm just pretty much like talking to my therapist. Sessions go really good. I actually became a TikToker for some reason, and all of a sudden Gen X started following me since I'm Gen X and she's Gen X. So
And Gerald bought on the TikTok shop these Gen X shirts, but it says X and established, and then you put your birth date, and we were both born in 73, and then it gives, you know, between 1965, I believe, to 1980. So if you were born between these two ages, you're Gen X. And then at the bottom, it says, raised on hose water and neglect. And that is very true.
yes.
We were talking about that the other day, and the funny story is, some of you have heard this before, but my grandmother, who was my mom's mom, her name was Carolyn, and my three brothers and I in the early 80s were always kicked out of the house. Like, I'm sure you were with your friends. Like, you get up at 8 a.m., eat your breakfast, watch your cartoons, and get outside.
Yep.
We'd ride our bikes all day through the neighborhood. We'd go hang out with people. I might be shaking that. There we go. And the hose water thing really is true to a lot of us. My grandmother would say, you know, you can't come in the house, go drink from the hose. So we would drink from the hose. And you'd have to wait a little bit because it would be scorching hot.
Yeah.
So I would purposely, when my brothers were like teasing me, I would turn on the hose and I'd blast them with hot water in the face. You know, and so we would start drinking from the hose. I know we were pounding on the door, like my brother Nathan would pound on the door and say, you know, Grandma, I need to come in and use the bathroom. And she would yell and say, go to the neighbor's house, you know. And then he tried crawling through the doggy door. And I think she was pushing him back through. It was so funny. He even tried that again when he was supposed to be in charge of the back door key. And so us kids would get home from school at the same time, and my parents would be working or whatever, and I don't know where Grandma was. She might have been passed away. Yeah. But he lost the key, so he was trying to get into the doggy door and he got stuck at the hips. And we were all like pushing him through, and he finally made it, and he was able to unlock the door. Yeah. It took about half an hour, but so what do you remember from like hose water to, you know, just staying out all day with your friends?
Probably the thing that comes to mind is I had a friend that lived up the street. He was like a couple of years younger than me. I can't remember his name, but I remember his mom's name. Her name was Tia. So she was like a hippie child. So her, you know, of course her son was pretty much hippie-ish. But we used to like hang out with each other all day long because we found a tree in a vacant parking lot, and we decided to get a bunch of boards and platforms and stuff like that and start hammering it to the tree to make a tree house. So we did that for maybe, it took us about 2 weeks to build it. but the only thing, it didn't have 4 walls, it just had the platform.
Oh, okay.
So whenever you got up on the tree, you just get up on the platform, and it just didn't have 4 walls.
Yeah, there's a lot of platform tree houses around the neighborhood when we were kids.
Yeah.
My dad built a playhouse for us, and I think at some point as we got older, he just tore it down. I wish he didn't. I mean, you know, I think it would be symbolic. I'm one of those people that I don't like tearing down anything in this world. I always feel like there's a story for everybody on that piece of architect or statue or flag or whatever it might be. And you know, when we go and just tear things down, it just feels like you're ruining your childhood.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, my own elementary school up the street was bulldozed and turned into a new elementary school with a new name. And then my middle school, the same with that. I think it's still Isaac Newton, but they like kind of moved it, I think just in the same parking lot, but like way over. I don't know. I haven't seen what it looks like now.
Yeah.
I don't like what my elementary school looks like right now. It looks like a college or a business building.
Yeah.
And I feel like we are making these children grow up way too fast. And, you know, we were in kindergarten at the age of 6 or 7. I turned 7 2 months after kindergarten started, 1979. And now we are skipping preschool and daycare, and we're just putting little 3 and 4-year-olds in kindergarten. And what are they learning? Like, I mean, are they capable of retaining that information at that young of an age? Like, maybe. I really don't know. I mean, I worked with 3-year-olds. I worked with all ages in daycare for a few years at multiple places, and you know, they are very bright and brilliant, and 3-year-olds do a lot of talking because that is where their brain is like starting to develop a lot more, and they're very chatty Cathy.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I think what I miss the most is elementary school. I will always cherish and remember my school. And finding those pictures online and being able to save them and print them out and stuff, that just means so much to me, you know, because I thought they were lost forever on the internet. You know, so I'm really glad to be able to cherish that as a memory. And you've got your old elementary school posted on TikTok.
Yeah, my old elementary school, they haven't shut it down, or that bulldozer did to make it bigger. It's on a historical
anyway.
site. Yeah.
It is like a compound or something. It's like, it's bigger than our old high school.
Yeah.
And we'll have to show you guys pictures at the end of this video, but his school was so beautiful. It still is.
Yeah.
I think they keep it on the historical site, you
They
said?
kept it on the historical site, but
Good.
they added more to it, so there's newer buildings besides the old building that's still up.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I just wish that a lot of the other elementary schools would have been saved.
Yeah.
I think they worry too much about asbestos, when a lot of people need to educate themselves that if you don't touch the asbestos and don't mess with it and drill holes in the ceiling, you're going to be fine.
Yeah.
There's probably asbestos up in our ceiling.
Yeah.
This place is as old as us. So there was another thing that we want to talk about. It's so much fun on TikTok right now, and I feel like it is making us feel so young that it's you'll have to explain the story, but it's from a guy that started drama on TikTok about us Gen X. And so we basically have started a movement, and we're all hopping on the Gen X train and buying t-shirts and just celebrating what we remember and seeing how many of our age are coming through the algorithm is awesome. Like you open up TikTok and bam, you've got a Gen Xer, and you know you can follow each other, and you know I'm still at like 570 maybe. Gerald surpassed me within 2 days. He's like at 1,100 or something.
I'm at like 1,200 and something now.
Oh my gosh, he's making it big. You started off TikTok like probably right after your stroke in 2021. You were being silly and trying to sing to a song.
Yeah.
And you could see the difference in your face, how much it had slimmed down from medication. But, you know, you weren't that popular yet. You didn't have very many followers.
Yep.
And now we can all share videos and stuff. And that's awesome. Snoopy's trying to get the Lazer.
Oh, it's actually in my bedroom.
Oh, I don't know what he's trying to get over there.
I don't know what I have no idea.
He sees something. You want to help him? I wonder if it's a toy.
Right back,
This is real life, people. He was trying to scratch at something.
Oh, here it is.
Oh, his kiwi ball. I call it the kiwi. It's like
kiwi.
It's like a spiky ball.
Yep.
He's gonna bring it to you.
Is that mine?
You guys, Snoopy is such a good boy. He is like indoors and he is enjoying the backyard.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't even care about the front anymore.
Yep.
I'm like, hallelujah. We thought, oh my God, we thought he was gonna be like going nuts. Like, it's like clockwork though. Every night around 7:30, he wakes up from his little late afternoon nap, and he looks out there, and then he starts going, like he's talking. And I know exactly what he wants.
Yeah.
So I take my bag of my crochet or my needlepoint, and he and I just go out back and enjoy my coffee out there and watch the sunset. Gerald's watching Night Court.
Yeah.
I was never big on Night Court. I mean, it's all right. It's funny. You know, I'm just not a huge fan of it.
Yeah.
But you know, so when that comes on, Snoopy and I are out back, and I open the little baby gate, and he just goes up and down as long as the big gate is closed. And yeah, it just gets his exercise, and then he falls asleep just like that.
Yeah.
And Yorgi sometimes comes out there with me and hangs out, and then he comes back in with Papa, and you know, I don't know what that sound is. Is that the hairdryer? What is
Sounds
that?
like it, yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe it is. My son might be going to work. I don't know. So yeah, but what else has been going on? So besides that, besides having fun on TikTok, I've been mostly hand sewing. I'm working on a pillowcase. That's going to take a while. I've been crocheting flowers. You guys saw that. I want to try to do some more junk journaling today. I'm making a few bracelets. I want to make a bracelet for my friend that made this beautiful hat. And I was gonna make her a few bracelets, and maybe I was thinking like a dream catcher.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
You know, they say if you don't have like the wood pieces, you could make it out of pretty much anything. You could cut out a cardboard. I was thinking about that, or you could take like wood sticks, like toothpicks, and glue them into like kind of like a circle.
Oh yeah.
It'll be almost like an octagon, but it's like, you know, all the way around.
Yeah.
You know, and then just start wrapping the yarn around it. So I might work on that for her. But she is such a great friend. I have so many new great friends and older great friends that I've had for a while. And Gerald's making some new friends on TikTok, and he's got all of you guys here. And mentally, this man has gone through hell and back, and he has been doing remarkably. I am so proud of you. I really pray that they don't switch your meds anymore.
Yeah, no kidding.
I really think the prednisone, though, was what did you in.
Yeah.
It just is a nightmare drug. I've been on it before. They did tell me that I might have to be on it in the future for like a short while of 5 milligrams. So watch out. But no, I'm just kidding. So we're going to talk about that later. But I go to evaluation on the 17th with my son. Let's pray that it's the final evaluation and we get added to the list. Other than that, you guys, I'm plugging along. I don't feel sick hardly ever. Like yesterday, I just did not feel good, and I really do think it was transportation.
Yeah.
And I do have some symptoms. The choking and swallowing issue, I think, is reflux, is what they told me, or reflux, acid reflux. So I'm going to talk to my doctors about that, but I am taking it easy by taking very small sips. If I take regular sips, I am practically choking. It's hard to explain, but there's a million symptoms that are going on. But I'm a fighter, you guys know that. And I got Gerald to thank, and my kids and his kids, and Shiloh's doing great. She's still doing school.
Yep.
We hardly hear from her, but
Yeah,
we're like,
true.
hey, can you call once in a while, or text, let us know you're fine.
Do something.
You know what I mean? Say,
Yeah.
hey, I'm alive. And I think she's really pushing through finals and stuff right now. And they only get a week off for break.
Yeah.
And then she graduates in 2025.
Yep.
Ryland's doing great. I think he's working 2 jobs, or he's trying to work 2 jobs. He wants to save up for a car. But other than that, everything is going great in the townhome. Still vacancy next door if anybody wants to move in. I would love to have you guys as our neighbors next door. But anyway, and by the way, yes, I do have a broken tooth. I thought I'd point that out because it's kind of hard to avoid. But I am going to be getting fake dentures like Gerald. Show those beautiful teeth. I'm going to be getting those for me. So it's going to take time though, because it's through a dentistry that is students at UC Medical. All of UC Medical, you guys, that we go to are students, residents, what do you call it? I can't think of the other word.
Doctors.
Before they become a doctor.
Intern.
Intern, thank you. Brain is better than mine lately. And my wonderful, beautiful nephrologist is leaving me at the end of this month. She got her fellowship, and I'm so proud of her. And she's moving back to Minnesota. I think that's what she said.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm going to miss her, so she's going to assign me to somebody else, and that's just the way it is. You know, it's not me switching doctors left and right. It's just people are coming and going. And Colorado's got a lot of interns and study majors that are working in the hospital. So congratulations to all of them. And we really do appreciate them, because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have anybody working.
That's true.
So, but anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. We're not really doing much. We're just chilling and watching old school TV and watching old school, like Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah.
We've been binge watching. I was named after Laura Ingalls Wilder. I'm pretty sure that's what my dad, because he used to call me Half Pint, and then he called me Lordabelle. That was my nickname, because my middle name is Michelle. And then he would sing that song from the Beatles, Michelle, My Belle. So yeah. Anyway, did you have any nicknames besides Pablo?
No.
We called him Pablo
Jerry.
back in high school.
Jerry was.
I called him Jerry for a little while when I was dating him. I was 15?
Yeah.
15, and he was 16. And I would call him Jerry. I just can't picture that anymore.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, you don't look like a Jerry.
No.
Then everybody in the whole high school started calling him Pablo.
Yeah.
He became popular. He doesn't think he was. All the cheerleaders loved Pablo. I'm like, okay, Jenny, can you like get off my man? Thanks. Okay.
That's funny.
Anyway, guys, that's it.
That's it.
It's been almost 20 minutes. I hope you enjoy this vlog. It's been a long time. We might use the karaoke machine next time.
Yeah, there
Not
you
that
go.
we're gonna sing.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're gonna be singing, but it's just for fun.
Yeah.
And do some more story vlogs
Yeah.
and life updates. So, all right, peace out and stay positive. Bye, guys.